It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 22 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Are we playing old-school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10. But he has a chance to move up with a big-time game, so expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over...
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now Wilson. Man open, here is Crowder. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Black Knights are able to stretch out their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
It doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Now it's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a third and long here following the sack. On third down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin with a look at the AFC South. Houston at home taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Texans who's got the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. James Conner, 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for our home team, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And a huge play that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. ETN once more. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run with ETN. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jets shaking up on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Uncorks one for Davis. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw here to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Wilson. This one caught by Davis. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Throwing again here. Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. London about set to take over on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Positive gain. Just keep that.
And they take a knee. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the home team here, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.